Hello. Okay, so I know it's been a while since I've made a blog, but here I am. I've kind of been slacking. Um, today's blog, I don't even know what blog I'm on, 7? Um, I figured out my discussion for the day with myself or you or whoever is a list of things. I like lists, by the way. I write a lot of lists, so get used to it. Um, Today it will be a list of things that I find really lame. Because there are a lot of lame things in life. You know, a lot of lame stuff just kind of happens. And nobody really takes the time to appreciate how truly lame they are. I mean, you sit there for a second and you go, ah, crap, this is lame. And you move on. But you don't really think about it. So I came up with a list of 12, 13, 14, 15 things that I just think are totally lame. Like things that have happened to me and it just sucks. The first one is when I clean the cat box, right? I go and clean the cat box, and 5 minutes later, I turn around and she's in there again. You know, I spend a good like 6, 7 minutes. If you think about it, 6 or 7 minutes is a long time. Um, I spend like 6 or 7 minutes scraping off everything and cleaning the cat box and all that because I'm kind of lazy. So I use a lot of air freshener and whatnot. So I only clean the cat box once every like 4 or 5 days. I should probably do it more often, but it's smelly. So I cover up the smell as best as I can, but at the same time, I'm so used to it that it doesn't even bother me anymore. So sometimes people come over and go, "Oh, what's that smell?" Anyway, so cleaning out the cat box, and then you turn around 5 minutes later, she's in there again, leaving me a fresh one. Super lame. It's like, really? You couldn't have done that like 10 minutes prior to me cleaning the box? You had to wait until it was clean? Awesome. Another one is pen ink that dries way too slowly. You know, when you're like writing something with a pen and um, and then you go to the next line, right? You write one line out and then you go back and you start writing the next line, but your hand turns all blue here because the ink dries so slowly that when you're writing, you rub it and then it rubs the ink across the paper and it just looks messy and then your hand turns blue or black or purple or red or whatever. It's lame. It sucks because then you sometimes got to start over or you got to write differently and it's not quite comfortable to write that way. It's lame. Um, a different one is stepping on a wet spot when you're wearing socks. Totally sucks. Like if I like shower in the morning, you know, and I dry off and I get out of the shower and dry off and everything, and then I go get dressed. But I come back into the bathroom to, you know, finish getting ready, my hair, whatever, and I have my socks on and I step on a wet spot that I missed when I was drying things up. It's like, ugh, sucks. It's so lame. And it's not like a big deal. A lot of times, if it's just a little bit of wetness, I just kind of ignore it and figure it'll dry off before I put my shoes on. But if it's like a big wet spot, then it's like, well, crap, now my socks are wet. It sucks. Um, Another one is going down a slide. I know I'm 21 years old. I'm almost 22. I'll be 22 in what, 2 months, 2.5? And I still like to go to the playground sometimes. My personal favorite is like summertime, you know, go to a playground when it's dark out and just kind of hang out. It's fun. It's a fun place to just kind of hang out with your friends, randomly, I know, but I enjoy it. I never got over that. And I like to go down the slide. I love the slide. I mean, come on. Whee! Yeah, it's totally awesome. Um, but going down the slide, especially like usually they're plastic. The metal ones are like the really old ones, but now they're plastic, and it really sucks. Like especially in the summer when you're in shorts and you get stuck because of your skin, you know, and then it starts to rip at your skin and it really hurts, and you get stuck. It sucks. Cause then how are you supposed to? You're supposed to like crawl down or crawl back up, or are you supposed to like maneuver a stupid way to lay down to make it work? Or it sucks. And then especially those like circle ones, the ones where it's a slide, it goes all the way around you. It's not just like an open, you know, slide down. It's the circle ones. It sucks when you get stuck in those because then you feel like you're too fat for it. You know, and then I feel like a fat kid. Not only does my skin get stuck to it because my clothes is too skimpy, or I'm riding it the wrong way, or something, but I feel like a fat kid. You know, I don't fit. um, I also think it's lame when I'm talking to someone and I have food in my teeth. It's like my worst nightmare. I can't do it. You know, you're just talking and you don't have any idea that you got this big green thing in your teeth. It's not cute and it's embarrassing. And it's, depending on how well you know the person, they may or may not say something to you. So you will continue to look like an idiot while you talk to them with this big chunk of something in your teeth, especially if there's lots of chunks of stuff. It's just awful. It's like, please do us all a favor and just say something. Just be nice about it. I don't, or be rude. It doesn't matter. Just say you've got something in your teeth there. It's no big deal. You'll get over it. but it'll save you the trouble of walking around all day smiling and showing off the crap in your teeth. Or another one is when you're drunk off of non-alcoholic beer. Like I haven't had it happen to me personally, but I've seen it happen before where you go to a party and there's someone, I don't know, somehow someone doesn't know the difference, and someone grabs a non-alcoholic can of beer and they start drinking it and they're like 5 beers in or something, and they start being all tipsy and drunk like, and then they realize that it's non-alcoholic, and then they just feel like an idiot. And they start going, no, man, it was alcoholic. And you show them the can and they feel stupid. I've never had that happen to me because I don't drink beer. It's gross. It tastes like feet. But that's lame. Or how's this? When you run out of toilet paper, you know, you're using the toilet, you do whatever it is you got to do, and you're sitting there and you go for the toilet paper and it's empty, or there's like one sheet on it, you know? So I've had that happen a few times, so now I always like look first before I sit down. But that's like when you run out of toilet paper, it sucks, especially if it's far away. We keep our toilet paper in a cupboard right next to the toilet, so I mean you kind of have to like shift over there a little bit and like reach over and get it, and kind of hope you don't drip on the way. To get to it if you need to. But some places people keep their toilet paper in like a completely different room or a pantry or something, and then it's like, well, crap, what do you do now? You know, you just sit there and like drip dry. It sucks. Or when you're in a hurry to get someplace, right? Let's say you're running late for work or running late for something, or someone called you and said, be here now, or whatever it may be. You're in a hurry to get wherever it is you're going, and you hit every single damn red light on the road on the way there. It's like, really? This doesn't happen when I could take like forever to get there, but especially when I need to get there quickly, I'm gonna hit every single red light. It is so lame. Because then you end up being later than you would have been had you not been in a hurry. It's like, what the it sucks. Or, you know, kind of like when you're really gung-ho and you're gonna get something done and you're on your way to go do something, and then you get there and you forget what it is. Like if you go down the stairs to grab something, and then you get down the stairs and you're like, why am I down the stairs? What am I doing down here? What am I grabbing? And then you go back up the stairs and you figure, okay, maybe I'll come back down and I'll remember on the way down. No. It's gone. You don't remember. Maybe you'll remember a couple days later if you're lucky. It's lame. Or how about when you have a really bad wedgie and you're in like a really public place? You know, if you're like at the mall or some festival or something and you're walking around and all of a sudden you've got underwear up your butt. And what are you gonna do? You know, some people walk all funny and awkward, and like you see them do like the wedgie walk, and you can tell they're trying to like maneuver their wedgie to make it better. And other people, and like you, but that's my personal favorite to see. But you can't just like stick your hand and pull it out. It's weird. It's awkward. So maybe you try to like back into a corner and like do it while I hope no one sees. It's like, it's lame. Or what's really lame is skanky 12-year-olds. Okay? I've noticed as I've gotten older, the younger people have gotten skankier. Like seriously, I'm driving past the middle school on my way, it doesn't matter where I'm going, but I'll drive past a middle school, you know, 11 to 13-year-olds. And there are girls in these little tiny cutoff shorts and little low-cut tops, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You know? You probably, like, you haven't even started your first period yet. I mean... What are you doing? What are you showing off? You don't have any exciting body parts yet. You're so young that nothing you have on your body has gotten to be exciting. You haven't gotten there yet. You're not old enough for that. It's weird. It's lame. I don't like it. It bothers me. Or, you know, you're on the road and you're stuck behind a Prius. Prius drivers, for whatever reason, are the slowest drivers in the world. Go figure. I don't know why, but... I get that you're trying to like save the world and save gas and everything, but Prius drivers, why are you so slow? You know, do you know where the gas pedal is? I'd be happy to show you. Okay? Going 10 miles under the speed limit does not make you a good driver. It makes you a pain in my ass. Okay? Because I'm trying to get somewhere in a hurry as I'm being stopped at every red light and getting stuck behind the stupid Prius driver. And what's twice as bad is if it's an old person. Because the old people are going to drive twice as slow as just a regular person in a Prius. And not only, the next worst step is an old Asian Prius driver. Asian people can't drive. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like, racist or whatever, but stereotypes came from somewhere. Okay? Somebody has seen it, or people have seen it enough that it becomes a problem. stereotypes, okay? Um, and the last one is when you get dressed in the morning and you don't have any clean underpants. It's the worst. Like, you go into your drawer and whatever, or pull out your underwear, and all you have there are dirty underpants. Like, I mean, not in the drawer, but like in your dirty laundry pile. There are no clean underwear in there. And you're like, oh my god, what do I do? So, do you go wash a pair really quick, or do you like hand wash, or do you like flip them inside out and wear them anyway, or do you just wear them regularly, like the cleanest pair you can find in your dirty pile, or do you go commando, or do you, if you're like for girls anyway, do you go in there and you find your period panties that come up to here and like sag and all that and wear those? What do you do? It sucks. It's lame when you're out of clean underpants. Anyway, that's my list of lame things. There are lots of other lame things in life. Go ahead and, let me know what they are, comment, whatever. Yeah, that's some of the lamer things that I could come up with for my life. So, till next time.